Now, politics is not emotions, but politics is strategy. In politics, there are no permanent friends, no permanent enemies, but we have permanent interests. Now, the Nigerian Senate is seeking to ban campaign in 8 northern states. I repeat, the Nigerian Senate is seeking to ban political campaign in 8 northern states. What are the implications? Now, as we approach the election season, political parties would not be able to campaign in these northern states. Number 1, Borno. Number 2, Plateau. Number 3, Bauchi. Number 4, Benue State. Number 5, Niger. Number 6, Sokoto. Number 7, Kebbi. And number 8, Kano State. So political parties would not be able to campaign in these northern states. You know that on this platform, we look at issues from political lens. We analyze issues politically. So politically now, what is the implication of not campaigning in a state prior to election? Now, when you look at the APC and the opposition party are those that campaign they need to campaign. They need to convince Nigerians that they have become an alternative to the APC. I repeat, campaign benefits the opposition more than the ruling party. APC does not really need to campaign that much because they are in power and we have seen their policies. It is the opposition that is just coming that needs to convince Nigerians through campaigns that we do this, we will do that, and we will do that. They also need to organize themselves within such states. So when the issue of insecurity arises and you cannot do campaign, that means the ruling party has an edge. See, such situations benefit the ruling party. For instance now, when a government declares state of emergency in any state and there's election, the government has used army to muscle everything. Don't you think that the government, through the instrumentation of power, will use that opportunity to rig the state for itself? For instance now, this one are Fulani, they are declaring war. There will be war in Nigeria. If Tinubu does not sack Abuton, we will reject elections. For instance now, there is war in Nigeria and Tinubu declares state of emergency. Don't you think that it will favor Tinubu? Tinubu will continue being in power until the war comes down, because you cannot conduct election in a war-torn country. A country that is fighting war, there is no way you can conduct election. So therefore, insecurity and not being able to campaign or carry out political activities would be of advantage to the APC than the ADC of opposition. Because normally, we want to hear what Atiku and Co. want to do for Nigerians. And they will be so effective when they do it through campaigns. I'm just telling you politically, the implications of parties not campaigning. If not, what is the need of campaigning? That they are spending billions of naira. What is the need of going from state to state? Because some people will say, if they don't campaign in other states, where they will campaign, other people will watch them on social media, on television. And what is the need now? Okay, the next campaign. Since that is where you want to see it, because I know some people will say, if they don't campaign in such state, they will campaign in other states. Those people, they will listen to them and they will know what they want to do. Let's advise Atiku, because I know that Atiku will be the presidential candidate. In this next election, just campaign in only Abuja. Campaign in only Abuja, or Adamawa, or Anambra, and Lagos. Don't go around the country. Then you understand, if you're a politician, you understand the need. Why these people are going from, see, they go from community to community to campaign. You know, campaign is beyond all those one. You now said one big banner in one stadium. The campaign will talk about community to community. Grassroots. We know politics. Election is won at the grassroots. That's what people don't know. It's won at the grassroots. Beyond all this paparazzi, grassroots penetration. What the APC will do, let me tell you one of the things APC will do. Other parties will do it also. APC have started door-to-door campaign. They have started deceiving people, collecting their NIN. And you go thumbprints. They'll bring Pamwa, you go thumbprint. They'll carry your NIN, your thumbprint. They'll carry and go. They don't give you what they don't give you. Some people in their places of work, they use the advantage of say you are working under us as government. They will force them to put their NIN or their voter's card and their thumbprint. And the APC know what they want to use the thumbprint for. These are some of the strategies that the APC is using. So you need to go to the grassroots. That grassroots campaign is very, very important. If you like, be all over social media. If you are not going to address the people want to come and talk to us. So if there's insecurity and the Senate is saying that you cannot campaign in these states, what do you do? Mind you, these states, most of these states, in fact, these states are APC states. The governor of the state will naturally, because APC as it is, APC has no governor. So how do they handle it? So with this viewpoint of mine, have been able to convince you that not having to campaign in 8 other states is an outright win for the APC. Let's move from that. There are more pressing issues. You know, when I said that the APC is not even planning for 2027 elections, I would like to prove it to you that the APC is not planning for 2027, they are planning for 2031. Because what the APC has put on ground, this opposition that we are seeing, they fall our hand. So I will not waste my time, because these guys, they have shown that they don't have the capacity to withstand what Tinubu is bringing to them. So how do you waste your time on trying to support a people that are visionless? They don't see danger. It is until danger has overshadowed them or crossed them, that's when they start crying. They don't see danger before it approaches. Let's look at the electoral law. Mind you, Mike Igini, former INEC rep, raised alarm about changes to the electoral law. These changes allow candidates contesting elections to print their own ballot papers. It also permits INEC officials to accept ballot papers that lack the official INEC security features. I hope you understand what I just said. The electoral law gives allowance for candidates contesting elections to print their own ballot papers, and it also permits INEC to accept ballot papers that lack the official INEC security features. Now, looking at this, so of all the opposition, none of them could point to this irregularity in the Electoral Act. Such a thing is enough for us to start revolution. Most things that are happening in Nigeria is enough for us to start revolution. And when you want to start revolution, somebody will galvanize it. Why is the opposition not championing that revolution? You want to take over power from Tinubu Abi? Why are they not championing that revolution? So how do you expect them? Ordinarily, this particular thing, it was being pointed by Mike Igini, former INEC rep, with all the professionals in the ADC, all the politicians, all the erudite, whatever in the ADC. They could not pinpoint this loophole. Let's look at the provision. Now, they talked about rejection of ballot paper without official mark. Look at what the law has said. Subject to subsection 2, a ballot paper which does not bear official mark prescribed by the commissioner shall not be counted. 1. Then number 2. Now, when the returning officer is satisfied, they first started by saying ballot paper which does not bear official mark prescribed by commissioner shall not be counted. They use that one to cover it. Then the second one is where the rigging now took place, where the returning officer is satisfied that a ballot paper which does not bear the official mark was from a book of ballot papers which was furnished to the presiding officer. So who is going to furnish that book of ballot papers to the presiding officer that does not bear the logo of INEC? So if the officer is satisfied with a book furnished to him by a politician, which was furnished to the presiding officer of the polling unit in which the vote was cast for use at the election in question, he or she shall, notwithstanding the absence of the official mark, count the ballot paper. Listen, he or she shall, notwithstanding the absence of the official mark, count the ballot paper. Even the INEC, they put it in bold letters so that you can see it very well. Bold letters. So when you look at this, that means politicians can print ballot papers and give it to returning officers or people at polling unit, because the law has said that if you are satisfied with that ballot paper, that it is your discretion. If you are satisfied with a fake paper given to you, you can count it. You can count the ballot paper. So what will happen? What will happen? INEC will get their own ballot paper, official ballot paper, where we go see. Politicians go print their own. We will say they don't write results. Then they will give in to the returning officer or whoever. The returning officer will reject INEC own. They will count the one that is furnished to them. So when you go to court now, they will cite you. Look at it. The officer was satisfied with the ballot paper and he counted it. Although this ballot paper does not have the security features of INEC, but the law allowed it that he can count a ballot paper that does not have the security features of INEC. Is this not an avenue for rigging elections? Is this not an avenue? I told you people, I said 2027, the votes that will come out from southern Nigeria, it will shock you. We never seen that kind of vote before. Historically, you never see that kind of vote. The vote that will come from southern Nigeria, especially southwest. You know, we used to have 2 million in Kaduna, 2 million in Kano. In the north, they used to vote now water. The way they use that vote to win Jonathan, win Atiku. They will bring the one of South and Middle Belt. And they will first announce Southern Nigeria, Middle Belt. They will come use Kano, Kaduna, Katsina, lap everything. Katsina will bring 2 million votes. Lagos will bring up to 1.5 million votes. Look at the population of Lagos. Population of people that are in Lagos. This time around, with this electoral law. So what is the essence of now supporting the opposition? Where these things are in place. they need to be responsible. In places where they need to be responsible, they are not responsible. So do you want to go and waste your time on an opposition that is blind like bat, that does not know where it stands, that is totally confused, does not know from whence to whence, is totally confused? Is it the same party that with this electoral, or you go and waste your time and energy, at the end of the day, the same news? So I told you that the APC already, then don't win the elections whether you like it or not. It is very clean and clear. So that look, I've told P2B, no matter what, I know ADC may scale this Supreme Court, because if Supreme Court no rule in form of ADC, my brother, war will break out for Nigeria, because that ADC is the last hope of the common northerner. That ADC, if Supreme Court no give judgment in favor of ADC, I don't care whether they are partial or not, or they are, if they don't give judgment in favor of ADC, while I go there, we said it before that Tinubu may be Nigeria's last president, and I know Tinubu is someone that is resolved. Whatever he wants to do, good or bad, he is resolved in doing it. You cannot stop him. And I know that the Fulani themselves, for this political power where Tinubu they deprive them, they feel kill themselves for inside. They say they will shut down the country. I'm waiting. When they arrested El-Rufai, I was thinking they will shut down the country. Maybe they never do anything to make them shut down the country. Tinubu, he don't win 2007 elections. You see, people don't really see it. They are seeing it from emotions. And Tinubu this, Tinubu that. My brother, see, the mindset I need you to have is that nobody can fix Nigeria. The foundation of Nigeria has been bastardized. Nobody can fix Nigeria. Even a P2B become president tomorrow, people will be happy. But you see, when the systems, when the cabal start fighting, now that you will not say Nigeria is beyond all this good governance or whatever. It is all about restructuring, and there are ways and methods you go about the restructuring. You see, when I look at how Tinubu is dealing with the Fulani, he waited. He built his political structure in the southwest. He fought Obasanjo. He accumulated from Lagos, Ogun. He had a southwest political bloc that he used to negotiate with the Buhari that had a northern political base. He waited for the right time. He was so patient. He was so patient on when to strike. He saw that there was a weakling in a Jonathan. That is when he struck. If there's somebody like Wike, Tinubu for no strike. Tinubu was waiting for an opportunity for him to strike. But they saw a weakling in Jonathan, they struck. Yet he did not claim that I'm the one that brought in Buhari. He allowed Buhari run for 8 years. He allowed the Fulani satisfied. The Yorubas were serving them. Before he now took an opportunity. Opportunity prevailed, opened itself. He took it, he snatched it, and now he's the president. He entered presidency already prepared. First thing he did was to cripple political parties. From crippling political parties was to put his people in every look. He was sure that he had that political power. He knew how to use political power. He knew how to use it. So when he was sure, he appointed his men, chief of army staff, chief of defense staff, and all of you, loyalists. He now put your people everywhere so that they can be his eyes and ears everywhere. He now made sure that the Fulani is crippled when he had that political power. Never for one did he challenge Buhari's policies. He only advised, even though he knew that Buhari was a colossal failure. Look at how. So little by little, he started displacing the Fulani. Before Fulani know. For Tinubu to have mind, to jail El-Rufai, to jail Malami, to declare state of emergency in River State, man, it is beyond all this thing you're talking about. Beyond this thing. Insecurity, who they cause insecurity? It is not Tinubu, it is the northern political class. They use insecurity to drive Jonathan away, to scare Jonathan away. They threaten Jonathan. So you know the people that are the purveyors of insecurity. When you look at the paper today, they arraigned coup plotters. Look at them. They arraigned them. The punch, they arraigned them. Coup plotters. They're not the ones creating the problems. If you say Tinubu is the problem, what you can say is that Tinubu cannot fix Nigeria. That's what you say. And my own personal opinion, nobody can fix Nigeria except there's a restructuring. Because we keep on, see, you go see him. I just pray that P2B becomes, if P2B were to be the candidate of the ADC, I will support P2B. Let P2B come now, and let's see what will happen, really. Very interesting. I'm not talking about Igbo presidency, because Igbo presidency does not benefit anybody. Okay, Yoruba presidency, Igbo president, after president. So has it changed, has it transformed Nigeria? Somebody is saying that Igbo would never be president. Igbo would never be president. How does it add or subtract? What is the meaning of that? Those that have become president, that are in the position of power, have they used it to better the lives of their people? Have they used it? It is what politicians of different states and regions do with the money they give them. That is what benefits the people, not whether who becomes president. There's a federal structure that everybody receives allocation. Use allocation to attract investors and investment. Invest in education, invest in healthcare, invest in infrastructure, invest in technology. So that is what people will benefit from, not Igbo never be president, Yoruba never be president. It's good and fine because of the Nigerian way and thought pattern. Because we are never there about developing Nigeria or making Nigeria better. We are there about let's get there and let's chop. And every Nigerian, he's not crying because Nigeria is bad. He's crying because he doesn't have opportunity to join the oppressors. If he or she has opportunity to join the oppressors, it will change him out. So nobody can fix Nigeria. I just pray Peter Obi becomes Nigeria's president. So let's see what happens, what he can be able to do critically. see, let me tell you. Everybody need to calm down. Calm down in the sense that, you see, this country, the only thing that can solve it is restructuring. The only thing. Tinubu is now, all the cabals now, Tinubu don't they win them over to himself. Tinubu don't win Jonathan. How Tinubu they do him? Tinubu needs to tell people how he does it. He needs to write a book on how he does these things. Although he's an evil genius, but at least you need to know the negative and positive. In the Garden of Eden, tree of good and evil. So why was there evil in the Garden of Eden? Why is it not good? So Tinubu as a bad politician, we need to know how he does that is bad politics. How he's able to bring people to his side. How he's able, the only politician, according to reports, that have not lost an election. The politician that was able to push Muslim ticket and won election. How does he do it? It's something that we need to look at, study. Because as it stands, so with all these things you are seeing, I don't think that the opposition can survive. Not Nigeria can survive. When we say that if Tinubu win the next election, and what he goes did not I see. That is say we they play. Don't worry. After next election, we go see. If they like, let them do insecurity. If they like, let them scatter the government. You see this are moving on. With all the allegations, with all the inconsistencies, with all the bad name he has, this Tinubu will not make Amukiton resign. Hello? He will not listen to anybody. Amukiton is Amukiton. He's not even appointed. Okay, some people say, if he sack Amukiton, is he not going to be the one that will still appoint another person? Do you know what it is? You know the plans that have been put in place? I know it's easy to sack. If you sack Amukiton, the next person that you may bring in may not be able to deal with what has been planned already. The problem with the opposition is that they don't know who their enemies are. And they don't know how to fight their enemies.
Have you projected into 2027 and wondered what it will be like? I mean, what will the face of 2027 look like? It is very easy for the common mind to discern. 2027 is going to be dramatic. Or better put still, let me put it this way. 2027 is going to be bloody. You don't need a soothsayer to tell you. And the reason why 2027 is going to be very, very controversial, it's not because there's not going to be an election. There's going to be an election. There's going to be a winner. But it is the arrogance and the desperacy, there's a word like that, of Tinubu wanting to cling onto power by all means. You see, if there's anybody I understand the most, it's Tinubu. I understand him so much. This man did not come to solve the problems of Nigeria. Rather, he came to compound them. The basic problem of Nigeria is religion and tribalism. These very two things are the very things, the very bane of Nigerian problem is what Tinubu came to accentuate. But more compounding is the fact that his political arrogance. You see, there's a level of power you get. There's a level of political ascendancy you attain. You begin to see everybody beneath you. You begin to see the lives of the people you are leading as meaningless, as disposable. If you watch Tinubu speak, you know that the lives of Nigeria means nothing to him. A president who said he can't visit a community that lost lives because the road that leads to the place is bad. Imagine that. A president who came to recently visit the people of Plateau and he said there is no light, he has only 10 minutes and was even using the occasion to campaign. Think about that. The only thing in Tinubu's head now is re-election. Nigerians can pass on, Nigerian lives can be lost, no problem. I mean, what kind of administration that lives are lost daily? I mean, daily. In fact, it has become so normal that the other day I was in a relaxation place where they said that they kidnapped 14 people who went to write jam. I didn't know when unconsciously I said, give me another bottle. That is how much life is now. So 2027, for those who want this country to be better, how prepared are you? Because it's going to be bloody. It is going to be bloody. How prepared are you? Tinubu is not going to go down easy. That man, he said that he's not scared, that they want to scare him. He's really scared. And trust me, somebody who is scared can do almost anything, consciously or unconsciously. So Tinubu is scared. Tinubu is not the type that will pick a phone call and call anybody to congratulate him. Even when it is obvious that he has lost, Tinubu will cling anything to remain in power, even if it means the lives of Nigeria. Tinubu will not make a phone call and say the lives of Nigeria, his political ambition is not worth the lives of Nigeria. He's not the type. If it means to sacrifice, people are laying down anywhere, everywhere is, people are just unaliving. So how prepared are we? If you think he's just about to vote and go and sit down, my brother, think again. Nigeria is at a precipice and only the brave hearts will take it back. Please, let's get this country back.